I'm going to ask a question of Dr. Garvey, which I know many of you might have to ask as well. Dr. Garvey, you know, this is about your father's exoneration. That's a question that's on everybody's mind. You've been working on it for quite some time.
Yes.
And there's some people who are using another word which I would never use. It's about exonerating your father.
No, you mean
But-
pardon.
But no, I don't mean pardon. That's
No,
the word I
word
will
you
not
won't
use.
Yeah.
The pardon, he did nothing for anybody to say, we're going to be pardoning you. He needs to be exonerated for what they did to him. So, but we in the UNIA CLRC 2020, we say, we exonerate Garvey. We're not waiting on those folks to exonerate it. But we know there are reasons behind what Dr. Garvey's doing. And I would like him to explain to you why he continues. Okay, Dr.
Good question.
You know, sure. And, you know, it's easy enough to just use a parallel. Why would any African person anywhere in the world ask for reparations? Reparations is about reparative justice, because an injustice was done, and you're going to continue to ask for reparatory justice as long as you live until it happens. What happened to Marcus Garvey was not an isolated incident. He was targeted. Now, you know, this was 1920. Do you know what they call the year 1919? That was the Red Summer. There were more race riots in America in 1919 than at any other time. They were all over the place, you know, Philadelphia, Chicago, Detroit, and so on and so forth. That was white people invading the communities of black people and destroying them. You know, that was 1920 was when Black Wall Street was burned to the ground. You know, there was Rosewood and so on and so forth. So it's all part of the same thing of the terrorism and oppression of black people. So that's why Marcus Garvey needs to be exonerated as part of reparative justice. Now, as to the term pardon versus exoneration, of course, exoneration is the correct term. We've been at that since at least 1987, you know, with Charles Rangel and so on and so forth, through the courts and through the Congress. But of course, it's politics, and the Republicans are in, and then the Democrats are in, Republicans are in, Democrats are in. It goes into the House Judiciary Committee and it never comes out. So that's the politics of America. So, you know, it's possible for the president to use his executive powers, so to speak, and he can get up tomorrow morning and write a presidential pardon. Now, all he has to do, along with that, is say that no crime was committed and it was a miscarriage of justice. So that's what we tried to do with Obama in 2016 at the end of his second term. We felt that he had nothing to lose. There was a black president, la, 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 la. And so we put that on his desk, but he ignored it. So we didn't try with Trump, now we're back with Biden. So that's what we're doing. Plus the fact that Yvette Clarke has House Resolution 148 before the Congress, which is for exoneration of Garvey. Now, if I explain myself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, that's a hot subject, y'all. We're gonna stick there for a second. We exonerate Garvey. Let me hear y'all.
We exonerate Garvey.
Tell everybody that they should exonerate Garvey. Come on, let me hear you.
Exonerate Garvey.
Hey, listen, people have power, but if you don't speak your power won't be heard. And I was there in '87. That Dr. Julius Garvey, his brother, Charles L. James, Rangel, Dr. Clark, Queen Mother Moore, Tony Martin, Robert Hill, Judith Stein was even there. A whole lot of people were there. But like he said, politics. So we have to understand that these same politics that are not moving properly in justice to exonerate Garvey got a heel on us. Y'all hear what I said? Brother Matula Shakur just got out of prison. almost died in prison, was out helping people detox in New York City. See, everybody hears all about the other stuff. They don't hear about the healing work Motula was doing. Well, I'm happy to tell you that Brother Kokiah, right out of D.C., went and spent time with Motula, and they're doing everything they can to heal him from those 30-some-odd years of being in the bowels of America. So when we say we exonerate Garvey in the UNIA, we expect our people to exonerate all of our people, particularly our political prisoners. And Garvey was one of the first political prisoners that J. Edgar Hoover learned how to do the dirt that he did by following Garvey. So all of our political prisoners, when we say exonerate, we serious about that, y'all. And so if we got everybody at least saying they believe the exoneration is real, it will happen. Power is in the people. But too many people are skating the issues, because Garvey committed his life for us to get that foot off of us. So it's important for us to be reciprocal and to commit our life to get the exoneration. So that's why we say in the UNIA we exonerate Garvey. But we definitely believe justice has to be done. And I love the way Dr. Garvey tied it to reparations and reparatory justice, because that's what it's all about. That's really what it's all about, y'all.